Thanks for thanks for clicking on the Ochanos channel. Let's get right into it. As always, we start over at X, and there is quite a bit of stuff going on today. Everyone has heard the tragedy with Charlie Kirk, and it's a sad day yesterday for everyone, at least in this household, and for a large majority of Americans. Very sad day for our country. And with that said, over at X, I'm going to be bringing up a topic that I think needs to be looked at, and I'm calling it asymmetrical warfare. I was a little shocked to actually see this on Visigrad 24, but also wasn't. And they say, yes, or this poster says, yes, he deserved to die, and I hope he burns in hell. Deranged leftist on TikTok mocks the murder of Charlie Kirk.
Yes, he deserves to die, and I hope he burns in hell. And I really don't want to hear any moral superiority from the people who were just laughing about undocumented immigrants getting eaten up by alligators. Okay. That motherfucker had to go.
Okay, so first off, I'd like to say she sounds ghetto, and that was extremely ghetto. But going into this segment, I'd like you to keep in mind that if you were a foreign power, if you were trying to start some kind of political unrest within a country or divide within a country, what would you do? So that's the angle that I'm looking at right now. I'm looking at maybe this might be a foreign actor that possibly could have had a hand in this. Is there any information? That's debatable. Apparently, there was a flight that had taken off, that had turned off its transponder, private jet, shortly after the shooting. So there are certain things, and I'd also like to make sure that I say it, and hopefully people in the intelligence community are looking into this aspect, which I'm sure they're always looking into stuff like this. By G Van Fleet over on X.
Hello, my fellow Americans. I just heard the news about Charlie Kirk. I just want Americans to know that communism and socialism and leftism is a mental illness. It believes in violence. It has been practiced in Soviet Union, in China, in Cuba. Hundreds of millions of people lost their lives because this mental illness believes in violence.
Okay, so first off, I'd like you to know that she is an activist, and she is, I believe, from China. She informs people about the Chinese, the communism, and trying to inform people about their reach and the extent to where they go and what they do. So she is very active in that community as far as informing people. She's obviously she's very upset, and she has a reason to be.
And this is the mental illness now in America. And I watched the leftist communists post on social media that they denounce violence. They don't, because what they believe in is communism, is violence. We must stop it. Charlie Kirk is my hero. We have to defeat communism. We have to defend our freedom.
That was very passionate, and I think we should all kind of take a step back and understand where she's coming from. She has she lived through a regime. She's lived through a communist regime. She knows all the telltale signs of what communism and what a socialist country, the extent to where they go. So she's noticing that happening here in the United States. So we really need to pay attention. Like, are we under foreign influence? Are we having bad actors coming into our country and causing this? I know for a fact over at X, over at Twitter, over at TikTok that their propaganda, they push that propaganda. Anything that is divisive, especially on TikTok, they'll allow. The minute you talk bad about China, bam, you won't get more than 14 views. You'll be lucky if you get 4 views. Yesterday what happened, and this isn't getting a lot of coverage, but apparently yesterday there was a school shooting in Colorado. 3 teens, including the suspected shooter, are in critical condition after gunfire at Evergreen High near Denver. Police say no officers fired shots. Governor Polis, schools must be safe. All right, let's check that out real quick. And there is music in that. I'm going to have to mute the music real quick. Shooting at Denver's. Critical condition, huh? Can barely see this. So it's by Denver. But yeah, it didn't really get any news coverage because you know, all the stuff that was going on with the shooting. Okay, so we are over at Instagram now. And so there was a question that was brought up by the lady on our X segment. There's like a mental illness, right? Okay. Okay, so I think that was a transgender. I think it was a male attempting to be a female because it sounded like a man's voice, right? I'm just saying that's just the craziest thing. Why are you gonna stand in front of a moving motorcycle and then jump out of the way and what for clicks? Like stupid.
Hi.
Okay, so this is Conspiraclues.
Hi, can you turn that music down?
No, thank you.
Ma'am, roll your window down,
Thank you.
please.
I think we've all seen
What's
this.
it going on?
Can you roll your window down, please?
Thank you so much.
Can you turn that music off,
Thank
please?
you so much.
Ma'am, I can't hear you. We need
You
to have
turn
a
it down?
conversation.
What is she listening
Okay,
to?
can you roll this all the way
Does
down,
anybody
please? Ma'am, roll this. I'm Deputy
Oh.
Schwartz, Sheriff Landon. Can you tell me what's going on?
Feeling good, yeah. Thank you, though.
Okay,
How old do you think I am? That's my age.
I'm not going to guess your age.
Seriously, what will you guess
40.
my age?
Can I just get your ID and registration, please?
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
Pussy?
What?
Okay, I'm gonna have you step out of the car
Why
here
don't
with
you
me.
a freak ass?
Okay, so she's acting really weird, right? She's acting strange and crazy. And I'm thinking crack cocaine is a hell of a drug. Or she's drunk as hell. She's acting weird.
Yeah, all right, you're gonna fall down. Can you stand up?
When you see your friends later tonight, what are you going to say about me?
Please stop leaning on the car and please stand. Stop. Don't spit. No spitting and don't lean on the car. Stop
you.
spitting. No spitting. Stop spitting.
You think I'm pretty?
My finger with just your eyes.
I'm a disabled veteran, by the way.
Focus.
You and I should get out of here.
Don't move your butt.
You are under arrest!
Oh shit!
Lady!
Are your body cams on?
Yes!
God! I know the government, I know the president, I know the social services!
Turn around
I've been
and
going
put your
through
hands
a
behind your
lot,
back.
Like, I know it's not your guys'
God.
fault. I'm
Stop
going
resisting,
through like
lady.
a lot right now, and I'm on my period, and it's like I'm being choked.
You're under arrest.
No!
She went through every excuse there is. She was on her period. She knows the government. She you know, her cat fell out of a tree. Every single excuse. That was crazy. From Christopher Dewitt. All right, I think it's a series of compilation falls. Check it out. Oh, it's music. Why are you gonna do that? Why you have new boots? Those are not good boots for you. They're unlucky. Oh, damn.
Okay.
Ow! Oh. Why is it not funny? Dumbasses.
From the top of the board.
Now, how did you think that was a good idea? Did you fail science in school? Just curious. Those are rocks. Hmm.
I'm not sure that. Camera recording. Oh! Get on up there.
I think I've been on that trail. Oh my
Fuck!
no! Oh. Okay, so you walk into a restaurant and this is what you see. Right here. You're thinking to yourself, what kind of restaurant is this again, honey? You say it's a restaurant, right? That's very strange. See, that's when you need to rethink. That's when last guy, that's when you need to rethink and you start thinking and questioning yourself like, "Oh, do I need to go on a diet? Right? Okay, this is just crazy. This is in a senior community, all right? This is by Alan on Chain. And check this out. I was kind of shocked.
You idiot!
God, you get shot. I mean, I've been through a lot of stuff. I've been shot at, I've been stabbed, I've been hit by a car, I've been run over by a car. I've been through a lot of stuff. I've never been shot by a flare. Never. I'm jealous. Okay, some more falls. This is from Shark Fails, okay? Now, some of these are scary. What is he doing up there? Oh my god. Oh! Oh! Can I drive? Can I drive? Oh my god. Okay. That guy on the skateboard, okay, I can relate. People who know me, yeah, I can relate. You could break your arm. Oh. Oh! Oh my. Oh, that hurt. How do you miss that? Dude. What was it? Oh!
Okay, go ahead.
No. Oh, man. Okay, on that last one. The thing was made out of wood, and the thing that they were stepping on was made out of wood. You didn't want to spend that extra money, huh? To make sure that it's closer to the pool, huh? Just that little, couple $300 you didn't want to pay. You're like, no, let it be like a foot away. Just saying. You get what you pay for. All right, so we are over at YouTube now where the channel was started. So I found this kind of interesting. I didn't know
Mr.
he knew
Beast
Mr.
randomly
Beast.
invited Asmongold in a video call.
What is this?
Hey, Asmon! Big fan!
Hey, what's going on? How?
Gotta mute that music. So apparently he's asking Asmongold to donate some money to a charity, right? Charity for water. Now this guy, they donated 100,000. And then Asmongold says this.
Here's the thing: is have Prime, so I'm not 100K. No way. The Prime.
So yeah, he was like basically telling them that for his Twitch streams he gets like 17 cents. And Mr. Beast gives this look at the very end.
They're like crush it.
And you know what? You know how much I get paid for that? 17 cents.
That was I didn't even know he knew him. So, BSB Sleazy, BSB Sleazy. If you haven't already, go over there and hit the like and subscribe. Yeah, help them reach 30,000. They're at 29,000. And oh yeah, if you haven't already, hit the like and subscribe here. If you're finding value from this channel, hit the like and subscribe. We'd appreciate it. These people are being pulled over.
I just
Check
step
it
out
out.
of the vehicle and come around back to your trunk with me.
Why?
Because we're going to take care of paperwork back here.
What paperwork?
The paperwork that I'm about to provide you back here.
Okay, why?
Okay, so just when you know that when they ask you to step out of your vehicle, we need you to do paperwork out here. Usually that's code for I need you out of the vehicle away from the ignition or ability to take off because they're about to arrest you. In case if you didn't know.
Because I'm giving you an order to.
Well, I just didn't know. Like, I don't know where I need to get out of the car. Why do I need to get out of the car?
Because I have paper to take care of, and for my safety and for convenience, it's taken care of back here.
Get out. Just do it.
Hey, Shade, can you pull up here with me?
He's asking for backup.
Can I get out as well, sir?
No, ma'am.
Why? I just want to stand with
Okay, I'm not going to have a bunch of people on the side of the Gandy Boulevard. It's a safety issue.
All right, so let's skip ahead. He gets out.
You want to turn and face me so I can explain some things to you? Sure. Fantastic. Your driver's license is suspended.
It's not.
You failed to pay a traffic citation at Pasco, and they suspended it on the 19th.
6 months to pay that ticket.
Your driver's license is actively suspended.
The person told me that I had 6 months to pay that ticket. I actually reinstated my license.
So, yeah, actually is like a red flag word. Yeah.
A few months ago, got that handled. And now you're telling me that my license is suspended. I haven't received notification of this. And I know this isn't your fault, sir, but I have been going through
Okay, so basically she gets really lucky, okay? And I would like to say that she got so lucky that she didn't go to jail.
What happened
She could have gone to jail.
I'm about to issue some notices to appear for court in lieu of making a physical arrest and taking you to jail because I don't want to do that. All right? But you can't drive this car. If she has a valid license, she's the one who's going to get safe. Perfect. She'll take over for you. But you're going to have a court date that you're going to have to appear for.
So yeah, she got lucky. She got it's called site release OR on your own recognizance. She could have gone to jail. Okay, so now we have I'm not gonna say gentleman because this kid looks like he's like 9 years old. All right, hey, no disrespect, homie. Okay, fool. Yeah, no disrespect, fool. But yeah, I mean, I think that's his mom too. He's on a scooter, and this one surprised me, and you're gonna understand after you watch it. But check it out. This is by who is this by? Crash and Bandicoot.
Hop out, bro.
Hop out.
Hop out, bro. You can hear me?
What did I do to you?
This little boy tried to act tougher than his size, but it just made him look ridiculous.
See, I think that's his mom.
I'll shock you?
You'll shock me in my head?
I will. I will.
He's got a knuckle duster.
I don't think you will.
I will though. I will though.
But you haven't. Do it. Do it. You can't catch me in this.
I will shock you, bro. Hop out the car.
Like what?
Hop out. Hop out, bro. Hop out, bro. You can hear me?
What did I do to you?
What you so mad about, bro?
I thought I could help you out.
What are you worried about, bro?
I wanted to help you out.
What are you so worried
What am I watching?
Yo, you don't know what I got, motherfucker.
Okay, so like that, I was like, wait, what did I just see? The guy took off in a little freaking electric cart, and I was like, what is going on here? This is from the legend, Doc Rich. Gosh, this guy, man, I like, when I grow up, I want to be just like Doc Rich.
These numbers are absolutely mind-boggling. Stop letting them tax the crap out of us, because we don't get to see any benefits. At least not enough, because they're either padding their own pockets or sending it overseas somewhere, of course.
How much do NYC tolls make per year? $2.4 billion in
2.4 billion dollars in 2023. That's how much New York makes in tolls, just the tolls. Okay, 2.4 billion.
2023.
So imagine if we weren't sending money overseas for wars and stuff. We wouldn't have to pay tolls.
2.5 billion divided by 365. $7 million per day.
Criminal what's going on.
Just about $300,000 per hour they're making off of that. Bro, I just can't wrap my head around how the streets aren't literally.
So that's why so many people in New York don't drive. I think because like that's a lot of money, man. If you really needed to go like in and out of the city or whatever, that would break you.
Bro, that's just tolls. Like, that's just people riding over bridges.
That they paid for.
And going through tunnels.
That they paid for already. With their tax.
Okay, so you notice how the states that are the most expensive are usually run by Democrats? California, right? Expensive. New York, expensive. You see any connection there? Like, taking from the people? Okay, so we're going to end this off with this. We're going to end it off with Doc Rich and this.
Rest in peace to Charlie Kirk, man. So tragic. Ridiculous.
Are you a Christian by any chance?
Very, very much so.
Like, why is that exactly?
Well, Jesus saved my life. I'm a sinner, gave my life to Christ, most important decision I ever made.
So you believe the Bible is real?
Yes, I believe the Bible is true and real. Yeah.
Why is that?
Well, I could give you the technical answer. There's never been an archaeological discovery that has contradicted the truth of the Bible. And then, of course, the wisdom. There is not a truth of the Bible that if you apply to your life does not improve dramatically. And then finally, we have the most accurate and transparent, historically robust account that one can have of the most important figure ever to live in the history of the world, Jesus of Nazareth. And the resurrection is the pinpoint of my belief that Jesus did rise from the grave so that we may live.
What makes Christian mythology real?
So that's not mythology, but that is theology. If Genesis 1:1 and the resurrection is true, anything in the Bible is possible. You're looking at the greatest miracle. The greatest miracle is creation. And then the fact that Jesus rose from the dead. And I say, how do you know that Jesus rose from the dead? Well, show me another historical piece of a story where so many people willingly died a brutal death for a lie. Every single person around him had everything to lose, and yet they went to the absolute death, from Paul to Peter to the half-brother of James, saying that Jesus is Lord, Jesus rose from the dead. Not to mention, if you were going to fake a story, you would not use female witnesses in the ancient world. In the scriptures, it said that the women were the first one to see Jesus Christ. If you're trying to fake a story, you would never do that.
That was, man. So also, I'd like to add to that, I have a personal walk, and my personal walk is with Father God. I am so blessed, so blessed, beyond blessed, the amount of blessings that he gives me. And I don't like to talk about him because I wouldn't be here without him. But I wanted to add that in there. So anyways, thank you very much for watching the channel today, the Ochanos channel. Every single like and every single subscribe helps the channel grow, and we are growing. Every single episode we get subscriber or subscribers, and lately it's been a lot of subscribers. How do you join the channel? See that head? Oh wait, let me move me down here. See that head up there? Yeah, that's my face. Punch my face, and that's how you join the channel. We make a long video Monday through Friday. That's this one. And then we make a short video either before the stock market opens or after the stock market opens with my bird boy Pete back there. Thank you, every single one of you. I truly do appreciate you, and I will catch you in the next one.